He had a lot to say there, the man for the job is our fact checker, CNN's Daniel Dale. Daniel, a lot there, a lot going on there. Anything you want to correct?
There certainly is, Jake. First, the Groundhog Day fact check I think I've done like 5 times on your show. Former President Trump claimed that this trial is all election interference by President Joe Biden. There remains zero evidence whatsoever that President Biden has had any involvement in this case, which, as we know, was brought by a locally elected prosecutor, Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg. Former President Trump claimed that we have record inflation. We do not have record inflation. We have a 3.5% inflation rate. That is relatively high by recent standards, but it's nowhere close to the all-time record of more than 20%. We did have a 40-year high back in June of 2022, but it has since come way down to about a third of that. He again said that we have many migrants coming in from mental institutions and insane asylums. I've repeatedly asked his campaign to substantiate that story with any evidence whatsoever. They have been completely unable to do so. He said he's leading in every poll. As we know, he's certainly leading in many polls, but not all of them. I've looked at an ABC Ipsos poll from this month.
Daniel, well, can I just interrupt for 1 second?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just on the migrant thing, he also said, unless my ears deceive me, that Joe Biden has let 15 to 20 million migrants into this country. There has certainly been illegal immigration in the last few years. I've never heard anyone come close to that number in terms of the estimates, 15 to 20 million. That's actually the estimates of how many undocumented immigrants there are in the country right now in aggregate.
Even higher than the aggregate number. And it's hard to fact check, Jake, because they'll say, well, the gotaways, we don't know the total number who evaded Border Patrol. So I can't give you a precise number, but that number, according to experts, is way too high. Back to the polls, he said, I'm leading in every poll. He's certainly not. He said he's not allowed to talk about big portions of my case, and nothing like that has ever happened. That's kind of vague, but this is not the first gag order in American history. These gag orders are relatively commonplace. He is not the first person to be barred from attacking the witnesses in his criminal trial.
All right, Daniel Dale.